My name's Michelle. I have 6 rescues, 3 horses, 2 donkeys, and 1 being my pup as well. So I've actually had the invisible fence for over 7 years now. Had 2 other dogs on the fence that have since passed away, but they were my motivator because one of them would constantly get out right around bus stop time. My son got on the bus and he texted me and said, "Mom, is Gracie back yet?" And I couldn't find her. I had the whole neighborhood looking for her, and one of my neighbors said, "You need to call the invisible fence." And I did not believe this would do it, but I did it for my neighbors. Dave, who was at the time my sales rep, came and we sat down. He met my dogs, and I thought, he's gonna love my dogs as much as I am. But at the end of the consult that I had with him, I knew that I had to get it. I wanted it in like yesterday. Why I rescued the animals was it's not about the animal per se, it was really about their need. And my goal personally was whatever time that we have with them is make it their best time. One, I was told, was extremely old with maybe 5 years, and I said, you know what? Is those 5 years, he's gonna know that he was ultimately loved. Didn't matter what the other 20 years looked like. And it kind of grew from there. I created this space for not only the safety, but also what they needed to get as much exercise and stay safe doing it, but also not giving them too much to be able to get into trouble. So the time that they have that's in a bigger space is controlled. But I know that when my back is turned, if the gate is left open, they're not going anywhere. I've always felt that our animals teach us a lesson. And every time that we own a new animal, whether it be a dog or a cat or a horse or a donkey, there's a lesson to be learned. And I remember when 2 pups that I had, I actually had a fenced-in little crated area with a dog house in it, and at the time I thought that was the perfect scenario. But I was not a dog person. I didn't understand it until after when they passed away, and I said, you know what, get another dog, I'm gonna do it differently. And what did I learn from that? And giving them the more space, the exercise, and to make them part of the family. So the biggest benefit that I see as an owner to the invisible fence is, safety is number one, is keeping them safe. But I also think it's more than that. It's, when you see your dog, and I'll use my dog as an example, because dogs change when they get their sense of freedom, when they're actually part of the family, where they can go where you go and not in a fenced-in area or fenced-in backyard, is they conform to being more of that family. They respect their space. Claire, she's a rescue. She's about 9 months old. She actually had never had the sense of freedom that she has right now from what we understand. She was very, very shy. And what we've learned is, when she was on leash versus being ready for the fence because of that transition, is leash, she was very different. Like, she wouldn't go that far from you because she knew that she was on a leash. But the minute that she was trained to the fence, she started using more of that fence, but she knows exactly where to stop. And people that come to the house know there is a certain boulder that's down the driveway. She knows I can't go any further than this boulder, and she'll sit and wait as the mail guy comes up the road or whatever. So consistency of the boundaries is probably one of the most important things because she knows where her boundaries are. I believe that every rescue animal should feel like they're part of the family, never given up on. And I think that when we take on rescues, is every one of them have had their own drama, and it's up to us to find our patients and to give them as much love as possible. Rescues need to know that you're not going to give up on them and that they are part of that family. So if somebody was on the fence, what I would say to them about getting the fence is do it. It is life-changing. I'll tell you, I have not once ever regretted it. It's not only saved my stress and anxiety, I never have to worry about my pups, my donkeys. But yeah, if you have any thought about doing it, do it.